So today our concept is 3-level database architecture or 3-tier architecture. So both are the same. So we have 3 levels: internal level, conceptual level, external level. Internal level we can call as physical level, conceptual level also called as logical level. External level we can call it as a view level also, end users view level. So what this architecture diagram will provide for us, these 3 levels provide data abstraction. Data abstraction means hide the data. So but what this architecture hide, this architecture hide the low level complexity from end users, and it also efficient, and by using this architecture also the performance of the database will increase, and it is convenient to use. Using these 3 levels, it is possible to use complex data structures at internal level for efficient operations and to provide simpler convenient interface at external level. These are the advantages of by using this 3-level architecture of database management system. Okay, now from this picture here you can see physical level. So it shows the notation for database management system. That is the meaning here, all the data stored at database management system. And conceptual level, okay, it is just above the physical level. So here we know the logical relationship between databases. So that's why it is also called logical level, or we can explain all the data models here. Okay, so that's why it is called logical level. Okay, and this is the end user directly connected to external level. So each user having separate view. So here end user view 1, end user view 2, end user view 3, and end user view n. Okay, this I will explain one by one now. First one is internal level or physical level, and this is the lowest level of data abstraction. That means how the data are actually stored on storage devices. It is also known as physical level. It provides an internal view of data storage in database. So how the data is stored in the database. So everything we can view at physical storage of data. It deals with the complex low-level data structures. It can deal with complex data structures and low-level data structures, file structures, and we can access all the data. So here data structure is nothing but organizing the data. Okay, so what type of data we are organizing? So what type of data we are organizing, how the data is stored in databases. It also deals with data compression and encryption techniques. So you understand what is the encryption technique? Encryption is nothing but what we are providing security for data stored in at physical level. Encryption on the decryption techniques we will apply. So here we will encode the data and decode the data. Okay, this is called encryption techniques. Normally in cryptography we will use cryptographic techniques for data security, information security. Okay, so it also deals with data compression and encryption techniques. This is for security purpose. Encryption techniques is we have to protect the security also. Example, we are using hashing algorithms for protecting data, and we are using some encryption techniques, public key cryptography or private key cryptography techniques we are using in at the storage level. Okay, So it also deals with compression, data compression and data encryption techniques. Next, second level is conceptual level or logical level. Just this is higher level than physical level. So here we can represent how the data are stored in the database and what relationships exist among those data. It is also known as logical level. So why it is called a logical level? Here all the data models and their relationships are we are describing at conceptual model. Okay, so here it hides the low level complexities of physical storage. So if there is any difficulty in physical storage level and any complexities, all these complexities this level will hide. That is called data abstraction, and this is the role of database administrator. And here database administrator designs the database management system, and he will work at this level what data to keep in the database, what type of data we are going to keep in the database. And application developers also work in this level, they can also work in this level. So this is the conceptual model. Third one, external level. So this is the highest level of data abstraction. It describes only part of the entire database that end user concern. So the end user will connect. That means who are the end users? The persons who want to access and store the data from the database. This end user, there are so many end users. Here end user, do not worry about the entire database. Only whatever he need, he can access through his views. Okay. So that is a view 1 for the end user 1 and view for end user 2. So that's why it is also called as a view level. External level we can call it as a view level. So end users need to access only part of the database, not entire database. Only particular part only he needs. Suppose I am going to access data from the university database about Malineni College student grades. Okay, I will only access the grade database. I don't want to use any other databases. Only particular part only we need. And different user need 1 minute. Hello. Sir. Yeah, different user need different views of database, and so there can be many view level abstractions of the same database. Okay, so here database user no need to worry about the entire database. So whatever the data he need, that part of the database can access. Whatever the levels under his, all the levels will be hide. Okay, that means here it performs data abstraction at lower levels of data. So this is the external level. Okay, and you see what are the main advantages of this external 3-level or 3-tier architecture. So first one is very important. It provides a data abstraction, and same data can be accessed by different users with different customized views. Okay,